and namaste. In my view, design drives the world. Personally, I prefer designs that are inspired by Mother Nature and her creations. One such design is the grille that adorns this Kia Seltos. Its basic shape and outline are similar to the contours of a tiger's nose. Yes, tiger's nose. Did you know that? Well, actually, most people don't. But I wonder if people who live around tigers or are familiar with them will be able to ascertain that the grille of the Kia Seltos is inspired by the nose of the tiger. Chalo, let's find out.
Welcome to Devvilas and Ranthambore.
Thank you,
It's such a pleasure to have you here, sir.
And what a joy to see you.
Wonderful to have you here. Let me introduce you to India's ace shooter, world champion Gagan Naran. Besides being an ace shooter and world champion and numerous awards, Gagan is the most passionate wildlife photographer that I know.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure is mine. And I so look forward to spending time with both of you, both shooters and both wildlife photographers and one wildlife enthusiast. So Balindu Singh ji, Gagan, you both are champion shooters and also very keen wildlife photographers. What's the common link between shooting and wildlife photography?
I'll let my champion Gagan go first.
Well, Bob, I think when you're aiming down the sights of your rifle, you are waiting for that precise moment and the precise timing that you have to release your shot to hit the bullseye. And in photography as well, you have to keep waiting for that precise moment to capture and shoot that shot which nobody else has. So I think that's an interesting similarity. Besides, of course, being a sport of stability, photography also requires stability and precision.
Do you enjoy pulling the trigger more or pressing the shutter?
Well, a bit of both. Back in the days, of course, it was looking down my sights, aiming for medals for the country. Now, of course, I enjoy the passion of photography and shooting.
I agree completely with Gagan. Precision, patience, accuracy is part of the shooting sport that we both practiced. So I shoot moving targets, which are clay targets, and you don't get a chance to do any retakes. One has to be very quick, patient, and be precise. Wildlife photography is very similar to that kind of action. And for me, taking a shot through a camera is equally enjoyable as taking a shot at my moving target.
There isn't a more beautiful animal in the wild than the tiger. And once you see a tiger, you have your eyes locked. I mean, it keeps calling you again and again.
When you're shooting, you're concentrating fully and looking at the target, And here I have found, in my personal experience, is that whenever you are in the presence of a tiger, most of the time it's looking at you, it's looking you in the eye. Most animals don't, How does that feel?
This is one animal that will stare you down. And we know who is the boss in the jungle. And usually we try not to stare down a tiger.
So while in Ranthambore, I visited the Ranthambore School of Art and met up with a very, very talented artist who not only showed us his paintings, but he also sketched the tiger's nose for us. And when I showed him the sketch of the Kia Seltos, he kind of almost immediately identified that there was an element of the tiger in it.
पर सही पहचाना कि टाइगर की नाक है, फिर कलर भी डाल दिया।
शाबाश, बहुत बढ़िया राजेश, मजा आ गया।
I am at the Sawai Madhopur railway station, which is the gateway to the Ranthambore Tiger Reserve. And to welcome all the tourists who come here, the local wildlife artists have painted some beautiful wildlife art all over this heritage railway station. I believe there is some 7,000 square feet of wildlife art on the walls, platforms of this wonderful station, which has such a distinctive identity now thanks to these wildlife paintings and tigers. What a nice welcome to the kingdom of the tiger. So, Balendra Singh ji, do you see any element of the tiger in the front of this SUV?
It is a mean looking machine. If you look at it now that you've pointed it out, if you look at the grille, the front end, it does look like the nose and the mouth part of a tiger.
Excellent observation. So, Gagan, with your eagle eyesight, do you see any resemblance to a tiger in that?
Oh yeah, now that Balendra Singh ji has pointed out, I think, definitely the grill looks like the nose of the tiger, and when we try to identify a tiger, we also try to see its nose, because the number of spots or how dark or how pink the nose of a tiger is, it gives out whether it's a young tiger or whether it's the aged tiger.
But that's a very interesting observation you made, about the nose of a tiger and its color and the spots telling you its age. I honestly didn't know that. Thanks. Hello, Devendra.
Hi, sir.
Hi. I believe you've been taking tourists into Ranthambore Tiger Reserve now for almost 20 years?
Almost, sir, 20 years.
In these 20 years, how many sightings of the tiger must you have had?
Almost more than 1,000 sightings, sir.
So you know your tigers well. You've seen lots of them, seen them lots of times, huh?
Many times, sir.
So now tell me, when you look at this car, do you see any element of the tiger in this car, in the front somewhere?
The front look like a nose of tiger, sir.
Absolutely right. You see this grill, this iska shape jo hai,
टाइगर का मुंह और उसका नोज जो होता है उसका जैसा है.
Absolutely. गजब यार, आपकी नजर को मानना पड़ेगा, एक नजर में पहचान लिया आपने.
बिल्कुल सर.
कितने लोग हैं जो इस कार के ओनर्स हैं, उनको नहीं पता है कि इसका ग्रिल इज इंस्पायर्ड बाय द नोज.
सर जो भी वाइल्ड लाइफ से जुड़ा होगा वो उसको समझेगा और जल्दी पहचानने की कोशिश करेगा.
चलो बहुत बढ़िया, मजा आ गया देवेंद्र. So as we have just seen, those that are acquainted with the tiger quite easily identify that the Kia Seltos' grille is designed to resemble the nose of this big cat. Being a lover of wildlife and fan of the tiger, I compliment Kia for paying tribute to one of the world's most charismatic creatures, the tiger. And it's due to this that I say the Kia Seltos has a roaring identity. To celebrate this, let's go and try to see the tiger in his most famous kingdom, the Ranthambore Tiger Reserve.
We're going to visit Zone 1, and it's the territory of a tigress called Noor. She's one of the oldest tiger at the moment in the park, and our two daughters, Sultana and Noori.